Okay, good morning, class. It's my pleasure to be with you today. Like I told you initially, today I want to introduce you to something that I believe you already know. But if you don't know it, this is an opportunity for you to know it. Is that clear? You know you are in school, and your reason for being in school is for you to learn. Is that not? And being in JSS 1 and JSS 2, I believe that you must have been exposed to a certain level of knowledge, Abi, before you reach this level. Abi, you people just jump primary 1 and just come to JSS 1. Your name again? Sheung. Okay. If you go to the market, okay, Aji market or new market, you want to go and buy rice. How do they measure it for you? Anybody? Not only you. Any of you can give me an answer. Yeah, just say it. Say again. Congo. Okay, good. Clap for yourself. It's correct, right? Yes, Congo. But I want another name for it. It's not. Say again. Half paint. We are still talking about measuring standards, but I want the SI unit. That's what I'm looking for. How what do they call it? If you want to say the weight, how do they measure the weight? In kg, right? Sit down. In what? Kg. If some of you have parents that are farmers, maybe your father is a cocoa produce merchant, buys cocoa. You know what's called cocoa? How many of you have seen cocoa before? You have seen cocoa before. Are you sure? You've been to cocoa farm before. You know cocoa have a lot of money last year. I knew people that make a whole lot of money from cocoa last year, and I think some of your parents must have made a lot of money from cocoa. So you measure them in what? In kg. Is that correct? So today I want to discuss about measuring units in Nigeria as compared to United States of America. Is that clear? You know that we have measurements for weight, right? Right? In what? Kg. Then we have volume, right? Volume is measuring what? In Nigeria. If you want to go and buy petrol in the market, what is the liters? Its volume is measured in liters. You understand? Or that's liters, right? Are you with me? Then what else do we have? Height. What do you say? Price. Price. I don't understand what you mean by price. We are talking about measurement of quantities. You understand? We have the weight is measured in kg. Then this is in Nigeria, right? In the US, it's not measured in kg. It's measured in what? Anybody have idea? If you go to the United States of America, what's the unit of measurement for weight in the US? Who knows it? You don't know it. It's measured in pounds. Say pounds. Pounds. Then we have it as pound sterling, right? This pounds. Then in LBS, that's LBS, but better written as a lower caps. Where's the duster? Thanks. Better written as LBS. Do you know the reason why there is difference in this measuring standard? Do you know the reason for it? Because all over the world, there are different measuring standards in different countries. In Nigeria here, we use the metric system of measurement. And the reason why we use the metric system of measurement is because it is simpler. It's a factor of 10. Are you getting me? It's a what? A factor of 10. So if you want to send 50 kg rice to your auntie or Gary, okay, you just fry Gary, you harvested cassava from your farm, and you have one auntie or uncle that lives in America, and you feel like, oh, you just spoke with him, and the man said, Mama, I miss Gary Jebu gone. In fact, you can rí gàrí mu bí báyìí o, ẹ bá mi send the 50 kg. Are you with me? Then, when you want to send it to him in America, you will not measure it in kg. Rather, you are going to measure it in what? In pounds. Do you understand? In what? In pounds. So there is a conversion rate. The American system is based on traditional British system of measurement. Do you know what's called British? You know what's called British? Nigeria was once a British colony. You know that, right? The British people gave us independence. You know that, right? Exactly. So America as a country immigrated. The people that created America, they left Britain at a particular year in history and migrated to their present place that is called United States of America. And when they traveled there, they went there with all the measuring, traditional measuring system that they were using in Great Britain then. So they moved it right there to America. That is why when you go to the market to buy one Congo, like she rightly said, it's not bad, it's not wrong. One Congo is just 1 kg of whatever you are buying. And why do we need to measure things? Why do we need to measure things? For us to know the quantity. You understand? For us to know the quantity. Because if you go to the market and you say, I want to buy rice, without measurement, there is no how they will know how much rice you want. Is that not true? Is that not true? If I'm having 1,000 naira on me and you are having 5,000 naira on you, and this lady is the shop owner, and we get to her shop and I say I want to buy rice, and you say you want to buy rice, and I give her 1,000, you give her 5,000 naira. You know there will be confusion if she doesn't have a gauge to ascertain what we go for 1,000 and what should go for 5,000. So measurement becomes something that is very important. Are you with me? It becomes something that is very important. Your name again? Jayola. You understand what I'm saying, right? So measurement becomes very important. It doesn't even stop there. You have your school bags with you here, right? So I believe that your school bags, their measurements are different. If I carry your own school bag up now and I carry our own school bag up, I hold it for like 10 minutes. Probably my hand will start paining me. Maybe my left hand will start paining me before my right hand. Depending on the what? On the weight. Do you understand? Depending on the weight. So it is very important for us to understand measuring units and how it differs in Nigeria compared to the United States of America. Is that clear? So that's why we have here in Nigeria we have volume liters. In the US they use what? Gallons. Say gallons. They use gallons for their own. They don't. If you say you want to go and buy 5 liter fuel in the filling station or what you call gas station here in Nigeria, if you go to America, if you drive your car and say, give me 5 liter, they don't know what you are saying. No, you say you need 5 gallons. Is that clear? You say you need what? 5 gallons of fuel. You understand? Because here we are using the international standard units, the metric system. That's why what we use here in Nigeria. That's why our own units is or are different from what they use in the United States of America. Are you with me? Are you with me? Yes. So, but now you cannot just say 5 liter now. Are you with me? 5 liter now is not equal to 5 gallon. No. Are you getting it? It's not equal to. You know, this is the sign of not equal to. If you don't know, when you say something is not equal to, when you write equal to, you now cross it this way. So it shows that 5 liter is not equal to what? 5 gallons. So you have to know how to do conversions. Are you with me? Conversion of what? Of units. Measuring units from one measuring unit to the other. I think you have been taught 1 centimeter make one good. Can you remember it? So those are the things that telling you the conversion rates from one unit to the other. So if you are converting from, for instance now, liter, if you are converting it, I think here in the pounds level, 1 kg is about 2.2 or 3, 2.2 lbs. Are you with me? 1 kg is about what? 2.2 lbs. Let me confirm. I think yes. Yeah, 2.2 pounds. 2.2 lbs. Are you with me? So what this actually means is this. Like if you have 20 kg and you have an uncle, your uncle lives in let's say New York City in America, and your uncle wants to send you some package, maybe PS3 game or PS5 console with some boots, maybe some clothes and the rest of it, and he has packaged it inside a box, and he's taking it to UPS or FedEx. FedEx, all those international couriers. And when he got there, they now ask him that, what is the weight of what he's carrying? He's not going to tell them that the total weight is 5 kg. Rather, he's going to convert it to what? Pounds. That is lbs. Is that clear? So how will the conversion happen? So he will only multiply 5 kg, you understand now, times what? 2.2. What would that be? I want you to do it. Do you have a calculator? Anything? Or run the calculation on your books? What would that be? It cannot be one. 11 K. 11 point 11.5. It's 11. No. 5 times 2.2 is what? Eh? 11. You don't need to put point zero again because zero doesn't represent anything. You understand? It's what? 11. That's 11 lbs. Do you understand? So now, if someone say 5 kg and someone say 11 lbs, it's the same thing. Do you understand me? In Nigeria, you say 5 kg. But when you travel to America, you say 11 lbs. Is that clear? Is that clear? So that I know some of you, by God's grace, when you finish your SS3, I can see your faces. You are going to relocate to America. Go and write it down. I'm not a prophet anyway. I'm just a teacher for now. So, but I can see that some of you, after your secondary school, after you leave Glory Mega, you will find yourself in the United States of America. And I believe we are going to make Nigeria proud there. You will make us proud, right? So don't go there and start causing problems so that they will be saying that black people are wicked. So you try and go there and make us proud. Is that clear? So we have other standard units that we need to check their conversion. We have looked at kilogram to pounds. Then let's look at meter. We use for length. Length for length in the US. We use in Nigeria we use meter. Maybe you people used to measure something in meters. But in the US, what do we use? We use feet. Say feet. And you know that sometimes if you are the type that play football or you run, you say 50 meters boys, 50-meter relay girls. You understand that kind of stuff? What does that mean? That is the distance that you will cover when you are running is what is called 15. If there is no measurement, they will not be able to ascertain the distance that your race is going to cover. Am I making sense? Am I communicating? So now, if you are a sports person, you are a sports girl or a sports boy, and you happen to find yourself in the United States, you will now say, I want to run 50 meters. They will not understand you. You understand what I'm saying now? You will use what? Feet. Say feet. That is to say, they will ask you, how many feet can you cover? So when they say, how many feet can you cover, you have to be looking at what people say. They are talking about the meters. Is that clear? It's the same thing but different words that are being used and different calculation. So when you want to change meters to feet, it has its own calculation. Are you with me? So we have for meter we have about 3.3 feet or thereabout for 1 meter. Is that clear? So let's say you have 50 meters now, which is written as this. You understand? So if you want to convert it to feet now, it will be 50 times 3.3. That will give you what? I want you to do it. Use your book and your Bible and calculate it for me. Say again. 165. Another person, have you verified? Another person, confirm. She's correct actually. I just want other people to be sure of what they are doing. You are correct. The answer is 165. So with that, it will be 165 what? Feet. God bless you. It's represented with FT. Is that clear? It's represented with what? FT. That's for feet. Then we have other measuring parameters. For weight, for mass, we have weight. You understand? To know the weight of weight, that's why we use kilogram. We have kilometers when we are dealing with maybe distance covered on the road. Are you with me? But if it is in the US, you don't call it kilometer. You know, if you are saying how many kilometers between Jebu and Ibadan, I can even use my leg. Can you use your leg? Yes, you can use your leg. It will only take you weeks. Or you faint on the road and somebody call ambulance for you. But you can actually use your leg. Oh. You think I'm joking? You can. You can only take it bit by bit. You understand? If you are the type that you have a survivor kit with you, you carry it on your back, there's water there, there's maybe some kulikuli and gari and something like that you have put inside there. By then you walk for some kilometer, 1 kilometer, and you sit down, you mix something, you drink. Before you know it, before next week, you're already in Ibadan. Is that clear? But what we are talking about now is the kilometer in the US, you don't call it kilometer. What do you call it? You call it miles. Say miles. Miles. You know that we still use the same, we still use miles sometimes here in Nigeria, right? So how many miles can the vehicle cover? You understand? Or what is the mileage? When you buy a new car, you see the mileage that the vehicle has covered. So we use miles, and we use kilometer in Nigeria. In the US, they use what? Miles. So and the miles is 0.6 miles. 1 kilometer is 0.6 miles. That is 1 kilometer is equal to what? 0.6 miles. So let's say from Ijebode to Ibadan, let's say roughly should be about, let me see, roughly. It should be about 50 kilometers or thereabout if I'm not wrong. Am I right? From Ijebode to Ibadan should be roughly about 50 kilometers, right? On road if you are driving. So, sir? Yeah, plus or minus. So let's say we have 50 kilometers from Ijebode to Ibadan. You understand? You want to calculate it, you have to give somebody a report in the US now. They say, okay, where are you? I'm in Ijebode. Can you do something for me in Ibadan? You say yes. The person asks you, how many miles between your place and Ibadan? You understand? So you know that this person does not understand the concept of kilometer. You understand? You have to give him the result in miles. Then what you will do, you will just do the calculation. 50 times 0.6 is give us what? 30 miles. Clap for her. Clap for her. So I think what I'm trying to let you understand for the past few minutes, I hope that you are assimilating, right? You're getting the concept. The um, the major thing that I'm trying to pass across is for you to understand the differences in the measuring units. You understand? In Nigeria as compared to the United States of America. You understand? So that by the time you hear these words, you will not be confused. Are you getting my point? By the time you hear miles, you hear kilometers, you will miles, you will kilometers, you understand that kind of stuff. You will not be confused. They are saying the same thing, but these are units that are used differently in different countries. Is that clear? Is that clear? So when you say yaro and they say okunrin, Omokuni. You are saying the same thing. Yaro is Hausa. So when you say it's just like that, I'm just using that as another example for you. You understand? So when you see things like weight, you hear pounds, lbs, lbs, it means the same thing. It's talking about the mass of an object. If you carry this table up now, it has a weight. You understand? So if you carry your bag up, it has a weight. So without measuring units, we will not know their weight. I hope everything is clear to you. So please, if you have any question you want to ask me briefly, you can ask me. If you have anything to ask me, let me have your question. I promise you, I'm not going to take your time, and I don't want. I'm a person that I stick to my promise. When I make promise, I stand by it. So, any question, or it's clear to everybody? Are you sure? So tomorrow, anywhere you find yourself, you know the differences between these things, right? So when you hear words like pounds, LBS, I'm not talking. There's pounds for currency, that is pound sterling. When it comes to currency, pound sterling, and there are other countries that use pounds, like the Egyptian pounds. That is for their money, the way we use naira here in Nigeria. Are you getting it? Egypt use Egyptian pounds. Then in the UK they use pounds sterling. That's Great Britain. Are you getting it? But here we are talking about pounds as a measurement unit. You understand? That's why you put LBS for you to know that it's a measuring unit. Then when we have the volume, we talk about liters. Then we talk about gallons in the United States. We talk about the length. We talk about kilometer. We talk about miles. Then when we talk about length, like 50 meters, we are talking about 165 feet in the US. Is that clear? Is that clear? So thank you so much, and I hope I will see you some other time in future. Is that clear? God bless you all.